only because he was not prepared to accept the Brahminish social system after independence. That was the real reason. I have given in my book how this was real and what they are saying is wrong. I have mentioned in the book. Then Indira Gandhi. Mrs. Indira Gandhi was killed because she executed Blue Star operation in Swarna Mandir. And third case, as you know, Rajiv Gandhi's case. When Rajiv Gandhi decided to send forces to Sri Lanka to fight against LTTE, LTTE killed him. He had done it when he was Prime Minister, but they had their revenge. In short, whenever there is real terrorism, the terrorists do not leave the person who opposes them, criticizes them, or who did not accept their demands. If that is the case, here in India, if so much so horrible or so devilish terrorism is existing, and still our leaders are criticizing this terrorism day in and day out, and nothing is happening to them, because they know. Why are they openly going and criticizing terrorism and Muslims and Muslim terrorism and so on and so forth? Because they know the terrorism doesn't exist. But to misguide the general public, to misguide the general Hindus, they try to create this atmosphere day in and day out. And so this has been going on. This bogey of terrorism they are raising continuously. And as a result of this or whatever, attack on Bombay took place. Now it is a very important question. I don't know how many of you will understand. I am trying to telling you as simple, in as simple a language as possible. Try to understand me. There is a background to the Mumbai attack. Just before Mumbai attack, many blast cases have taken place. In all blast cases, the IB has taken over the investigation almost forcibly. IB is an intelligence agency. IB is not an investigation agency. But in every case, they have taken over the investigation. But because they are acting on behalf of the Brahminist forces. They and the mainstream media, they acting on behalf of the Brahminist forces, they want to save the Brahmins. And in every case, they arrested some Muslim boys, almost in every case, and manipulated evidence. Not in a single case there is a concrete evidence. Except Nanded case and except Malegaon case. In all other previous cases, if you see, there is not a single concrete evidence. What sort of evidence they have put up in the court? One, the call records of mobile phones. The call record that you have phone, call records are easily available. If you connect some terrorist with somebody, they will arrest him. The confessional statements of the accused in the police custody. Any statement in the police custody is not acceptable, but they have recorded their confessional statement. Recovery of explosives from their houses or offices. It cannot be called a conclusive evidence because police, if you ask them, they can recover explosives or RDS from the house of the CM also. And seizure of some jihadi literature. Whatever Urdu literature they find, they will declare next day. This is the jihadi declaration. On such flimsy evidences, they have booked these persons. But later, Karkare proved that at least half of these cases were committed by these people, the gang which were responsible for the Malegaon blast case. In Malegaon blast case, I said that except two cases, that is Nanded and Malegaon. Nanded blast case, they could not manipulate, but it was a self-detected case. Because those who were preparing bombs themselves were caught red-handed because it exploded. Some of them were dead and some of them were injured. So there was no other go out but to make them accused. But in that case also, they have not taken that case to its logical end. They have not arrested all the accused persons disclosed in that case. They have not taken action against those institutions where the explosives training was given. Till today, that case has not taken to its logical end. That I have mentioned in chapter 4 of my book. But when Hemant Karkare came and he took over the investigation of Malegaon blast case, the whole history changed. The whole history changed. He himself is a Brahmin. I must tell you, because had I been against the Brahmins, the hero of my book himself is a Brahmin. But he was a nationalist, real Brahmin. He was not in the group of those Brahminists. He very transparently and very honestly started investigating into this case. He arrested the main persons, Lieutenant Colonel Purohit, then Mahan Dayanand Swami, and Sadhvi Rutu, what is her name? Pragya Singh Thakur and all, and many others. Total 11 people he are arrested. Their narco-analysis tests were taken, and more importantly, the laptops of Lieutenant Colonel Purohit and Mahant Dayanand Swami, they were recovered. It contained a whole lot of information. Even the government, though the government in Maharashtra, government of Congress and NCP is there, they were scared after seeing this. They say if the people come to know about it and if the whole Brahminist force will turn against us, and as the media is with them, they will turn against them. So kindly do not give this much publicity. Still, Hemant Karkare gave lot of publicity to whatever was disclosed in those laptops. What it laptop contains? The laptop contains that there is an organization called Abhinav Bharat. They may give any name to the organization. This Abhinav Bharat were planning to establish Aryavat Hindu Rashtra. They do not say Hindu Rashtra because Hindu is a very wide term. When we say Hindu, all other Hindus, all other Dalits will be involved. They don't wanted that. They wanted Aryavat Hindu Rashtra, that is Brahminist Hindu Rashtra in India. They wanted to overthrow this government. I wanted to overthrow this constitution and have their own constitution, have their own flag. I am not telling this. This is contained in this laptop, and along with the charge sheet in the Malegaon case, the transcript of the laptop has been filed. And for doing this, their plan was to cause blast because Lieutenant Colonel Purohit was in